Defining analytical psychology. Analytical psychology is a branch of psychology that studies complex mental processes and behaviors. It emerged as an offshoot of Freudian psychoanalysis. As it evolved, analytical psychology expanded beyond its medical origins and theoretical constraints to become part of mainstream psychology. This expansion led to its establishment as a distinct psychological science. Jung created the term analytical psychology for his methodology. He chose this name to distinguish his approach from Freud's psychoanalysis, particularly after rejecting Freud's emphasis on sexual theory. The field's core principles were officially established in 1931. What makes it different from others? Analytical psychology takes a different approach from Freudian psychoanalysis. While Jung followed Freud's methods, he developed his approach. Unlike Freud's focus on the sexual causes of mental disorders, Jung looked at the broader scope of normal psychology. Jung rejected Freud's narrow view and instead concentrated on studying the unconscious mind. The Zurich school, Jung's method, looks at both causes and future possibilities, understanding that the human mind has goals, not just underlying causes. Analytical psychology is also distinct from experimental psychology. While experimental psychology studies isolated mental functions in controlled settings, analytical psychology examines the whole mind as it naturally works. Instead of laboratory experiments, it studies real-life situations, observing how people interact daily with patients, family, friends, and themselves. Additionally, analytical psychology recognizes that unconscious elements of the mind actively influence our conscious thoughts and behaviors. This understanding has significantly improved our knowledge of how the mind works. Another key difference is how it views individual psychology. While science can study common patterns across people, it cannot fully capture each person's unique psychological makeup, as personal experiences cannot be standardized for scientific study. What characterizes it? Analytical psychology focuses on understanding complex mental processes. It studies the unconscious mind and views the self as a core element that includes both physical and mental aspects, different from Eastern views of a purely spiritual self. This approach goes beyond treating mental illness and examines how the mind works. The process involves four main parts: what the patient consciously thinks, what their dreams reveal, how they interact with the therapist, and how all this information forms a complete understanding. The goal is to break down mental processes into simple parts and find the easiest path to developing a balanced personality. This method analyzes, examines causes, combines information, and considers future development. Relationship between Jungian psychology, complex psychology, and depth psychology. Jungian and analytical psychology mean the same thing. Both terms refer to Jung's methods of understanding the mind. Complex psychology is a bigger field that includes several approaches to understanding the mind: Freud's psychoanalysis, Adler's individual psychology, and Jung's analytical psychology. Jung saw his approach as one part of this larger field. His work helped create a straightforward way to understand mental patterns. Depth psychology, a term created by Eugen Bleuler, focuses on studying the unconscious mind. Since Jung's work centers on understanding the unconscious, his analytical psychology fits under this category. Simply put, Jungian psychology is just another name for analytical psychology. They're the same thing. Depth psychology looks at everything related to the unconscious mind, and analytical psychology is one part of that. Complex psychology covers different ways of understanding complicated mental processes. It includes analytical psychology, as well as Freud's and Adler's theories.